Welcome to the Instant Trivia Podcast, episode 2018, where we ask the best trivia on the internet. Let's get started. Who composed the children's ballet La Boîte à Joujoux, The Toy Box, which premiered in Paris in Nichu 2? Answer: Claude Debussy. How many years are in a century? 100 years. What reflex, triggered by irritation of the nasal passages and often accompanied by a loud sound, forcefully expels air from the nose and mouth? Sneeze. Which Mexican revolutionary leader was famous for raiding the United States, most notably the 1916 attack on Columbus, New Mexico, during the early 20th century? Pancho Villa. In American football, how many points is a field goal worth? 3. Which long-running television game show features the pricing game Plinko, in which contestants drop discs down a pegged board to win cash and prizes? The Price is Right. The world's longest outdoor covered escalator system runs through Central and the mid-levels. In which Asian city is it located? Hong Kong. In the 18th century, Lancelot Capability Brown popularized the naturalistic style of what? Landscape gardening. In the French Revolutionary calendar, the month Nivose is named for what kind of weather? Snow. Which Sade song portrays a charismatic man who captivates women, featuring themes of romance and intrigue? Smooth Operator. Which 1942 naval battle did the United States win against Japan despite being outnumbered roughly 3-1? Battle of Midway. What city served as the capital of the former state union of Serbia and Montenegro? Answer: Belgrade. Which 1985 adventure film features Sean Astin as a young boy searching for treasure with his friends? The Goonies. During performances of which musical were audience members encouraged to participate by bringing, and at times throwing onto the stage, items such as Bounty Bars, Kit Kats, rice, party poppers, water pistols, torches, toilet paper, and confetti? The Rocky Horror Show. What term refers to the unlawful taking of someone else's personal property, often classified as petty theft? Larceny. In which city is a McDonald's restaurant located on a horse racing course? Hong Kong. Which bodybuilder dominated the 1970s by winning the Mr. Olympia title multiple times and also winning Mr. Universe? Arnold Schwarzenegger. In what year was the first Academy Awards ceremony held? 1929. Which U.S. state is known for frequently using the word wicked, as in wicked smart, and is home to the city of Boston? Massachusetts. Which iconic venue known for its weekly live country music broadcasts was the original home of the WSM Barn Dance radio show? Grand Ole Opry. Which ancient king is traditionally credited with building the first temple in Jerusalem? King Solomon. How many Tour de France titles was Lance Armstrong stripped of in August 2012? 7. What was Operation Frankton during World War II? Answer: a British commando canoe raid to attach limpet mines to German merchant ships in Bordeaux harbor. Which ocean contains the East Siberian Sea? Arctic Ocean. What is the name of the Jewish festival that lasts for 8 days and commemorates the rededication of the Second Temple in Jerusalem? Hanukkah. Red-soled shoes are the signature of which fashion designer? Christian Louboutin. In Marvel Comics, who was Bruce Banner's first ally after he became the Hulk? Rick Jones. In which Quentin Tarantino film does David Carradine play Bill, the leader whose actions spark a revenge plot? Kill Bill. What do sumo wrestlers traditionally throw into the ring as a purification ritual before a bout? Salt. What region in Massachusetts is home to the state's highest peak, Mount Greylock? Berkshires. Which historical figure who played a key role in the defense of the Alamo during the Texas Revolution was previously involved in the slave trade? Jim Bowie. What was Sherlock Holmes's first case? A Study in Scarlet. Which iconic private detective created by Raymond Chandler is known for his sharp wit and complex moral code while navigating the seedy underbelly of Los Angeles? Philip Marlowe. On a standard-tuned soprano ukulele, G4, C4, E4, A4, what is the highest pitched open string note? A 4? What is the title of Victor Hugo's classic novel about a bell ringer with a deformity set in 15th century Paris? The Hunchback of Notre Dame. Which pitcher gave up Babe Ruth's 714th and final Major League home run? Guy Bush. What type of plastic was made from phenol and formaldehyde? Bakelite. What was U.S. tennis player Billie Jean King's maiden name? Moffat. Which author created the fictional detective C. Auguste Dupin? Edgar Allan Poe. What was St. Petersburg called immediately before it was renamed Leningrad? Answer: Petrograd. The term silverback refers to a dominant adult male of which animal? Gorilla. Which country lies directly north of San Francisco when following a Great Circle route? Canada. Which children's author wrote Little Lord Fauntleroy, the story about a young boy who inherits an English title and estate? Answer: Francis Hodgson Burnett. Which disciple of Jesus is often called the rock on which the church was built? Peter, also called Simon Peter. Which band scored their first UK top 10 single in 1981 with Girls on Film? Duran Duran. Which film was the first to show a toilet flushing on screen? Psycho, 1960. Which deaf actress, an Academy Award winner, has been an advocate for children with disabilities? Marlee Matlin. What is the name of the natural harbor in Sydney, New South Wales, Australia? Port Jackson. Which acclaimed American author wrote the novel No Country for Old Men, known for its exploration of morality and fate in a violent world? Cormac McCarthy. In which country is the Port of Antwerp, one of the largest ports in Europe, located? Belgium. That's the end of the show. Thanks for listening. Come back tomorrow for more exciting trivia.